This channel is a not-so-proud member of YouTube's all-encompassing special society of heavily overwhelmed layout enthusiasts. Check any railway show, check any railway club, check any layout, check your own house. You'll find one of us somewhere. Warning, the content of this stream is not suitable for children under the age of 16. The topic, language, themes, attitude, and personality of the presenter is not appropriate for anyone, much less children under the age of 16. Topics discussed will not center on trains and will focus on anything except politics. It just happens trains are running. Any similarity between characters, situations, trains, and intelligent thoughts is strictly a coincidence. Any rebroadcast or transmission of the stream without the express written consent of Major League Baseball is strictly prohibited. Viewer discretion is advised. Remember the 3 rules for model train layouts and pretty much anything. It's your layout, do what you want as you want. Do not tell someone else what to do unless they ask you directly what they should do. Do not call out, mock, criticize, or insult another channel on your channel or anyone else's channel. Thank you for your cooperation.
And see it, you'll love it, and it's all done in the best possible way.
Hey everybody, happy Friday. How is everyone doing on that side of the screen? Been sort of a up and down week for me. I wanted to get some work done and maybe finish the Fowler car. That was my plan. Unfortunately, life had other plans, including yesterday I came down to start working on the Fowler car, and one of the things I'm working on is I took some of the Fowler car road and cut it to fit the bus stop, because I was talking about building a ramp so those buses can go up, go over the stop motor, and come back down. And while I was sitting here doing it, Jean Ricard called me, and I looked over at my table and noticed that my cats had trashed my Dumb and Horse station. That was not a happy find. They did a lot more damage than I thought, and I spent much of last evening fixing my Dumb and Horse station and plotting the death of my cats. But there it is. Anyhow, let's go to the greetings while you contemplate my cruelty to animal comment. We've got Sir Lee from Anfield on the Road. We have Sir Anthony from Middleport Junction. We have Sir Tony from Choberton Junction. Sir Brian from Vinnerton Central. Sir Jake from Haunted Railway. Sir Andy, our hot dog pilot. Sir John from Benicki. Sir Joseph from Agliato, our Sergeant at Arms. Hope you're well. I believe you weren't here last week. I think we noticed you not here. Or maybe my brain's just fuzzed. Sir Mick, the Royal Barkeeper, is here with the Royal Brews going. He's offering cocktails 2 for 1. Sir Clive from Newland Railway is here. Sir Ray Bobel is here. Sir Rayron is here. Sir Paul from Smallwood Junction. Sir Steve Childers is here. And Train Kits, and I feel really bad. I keep forgetting your freaking name because my brain just doesn't work. And I keep forgetting this name, so I have to end my greetings with the names of people I keep forgetting. Von Don Eisenbahn, what was your name? You were there, had to leave. Okay. That's okay. You know, we don't take attendance here. If a longtime member hasn't made it in for a day. And then I saw Jean Ricard was here earlier, so hi, Jean Ricard. I hope you're well. Who else? Sean from Buckley. Sir Sean is here from GWR Buckley. Nice to have you all here. And that's everybody on my list. So, yeah, it was not what I wanted to deal with. I've got this set up that it's really hard, but of course cats can jump pretty high. But these cats tend not to jump, and they've stayed off the table for the month and a half since we moved. We've taken away the gate and allowed them down here. They jumped up like the first night to explore, and they've stayed off since. But one of the 2 knuckleheads got up on the table, and they jumped, and they clearly landed on my Dumb and Horse station. They jumped up and hit it. And I've got it fixed, but it was a lot of work, and I'm really, really grumpy about it. Hey, Sir Dwight is here. Hello, Dwight, and Sir Randall is here. I think that's the next two people. Otherwise, it was a quiet week. My grandson Kyan, whom you all know I love and hold dear to me, was sick, so I didn't watch him yesterday, which gave me a chance to come down here and do some more work. Nothing special. Well, I shouldn't say nothing special came. I got one model train related item. You'll see it better, but I got another one of the Beatles album boxcars. The white album was available, and I bought it. I'm still waiting for the other 3 cars to complete the set. They're not available in America yet. They've been in stock and out of stock over in the UK, but they're not available in America. And currently they're out of stock in the UK, at least direct from Hornby. Well, that sounds cool, Jake. I enjoyed your live stream, and you got a couple of cool trains there. From the front, because it was kind of in shadows there, I couldn't tell if that was a Lumo or a Transpennine. And my first instinct was Transpennine. And then I said, it looks too dark. It's got to be a Lumo, because I love both liveries. But anyhow, so... yeah, not a lot to report today. There is one other thing I was going to make a video and I didn't. And it's part of a theme that Jean-Ricard helped me come up with for today's show. Sometimes I have a theme, sometimes I don't. But I was really struggling just trying to decide what trains to do. And Jean asked if he could see the... because Jean knows... I now have both those 111, those experimental 111s working in digital. One was digital, but it was an old decoder, and it was running... during the live stream, you guys may remember about 3 weeks ago, it was running great, and then all of a sudden it just started kind of slowing down and not doing well. And I finally took it off. And then when I tried to run it again, it was just dead. But I took the motor apart, cleaned it up, and Jean suggested I replace the brushes on it. And since replacing the brushes on it and cleaning it up, it's running really well. So the theme today is a little weird. Not that anybody cares about the themes I put up with, but what we have is we have the 2 experimental trains in the back. So for the first time, both experimental trains are running as full consist on my channel. I ran one with the other cars, but never with its own cars. And then I ran both sets of cars, but without the proper locos. So this is the first time these 2 experimental livery sets will be running as they were designed. Because they're now both digital and they're both running. Knock on wood that I don't turn around and screw that up. So what we have is we have 2 of the most modern trains, 2 of the most modern in the front. We got this Brawa Twindexx Vario double-decker here, Regio, and then we've got the ICE4, the most recent iteration of the ICE. And then we have a couple of rakes from the 60s and 70s, which prompted the 2 main liveries that prompted Deutsche Bahn to want to change out their liveries and do the experimental. So you've got right before the experimental liveries and then what came after the experimental liveries. When Germany, Deutsche Bahn went with the all red for regional, white for cross-country high-speed traffic. And so that's the theme today. And I saw Christopher's hobby blog was here earlier. And Sir Dino, Sir Christopher and Sir Dino. Hey, Dino, how are you? So anyhow, let's go ahead and get these trains in motion. This Brawa has a built-in, you don't even have to set it. It's already preset. Now, the ICE 4 has not been running great lately. They had a bit of a motor issue when they were... Whoops! Hey, you forgot somebody. Sorry about that. I didn't need to stop everybody. Everybody else can get going. You forgot somebody, dude. How'd you guys come apart there? Let's see if we can actually... Or will I have to do this manually? There we go. Hey, you saw some live shunting live on TV. Shunting live on TV. How about that? Whoop. Wrong way. I thought I had these set right, but then I go to the controller and they're not set right. And then lastly, let's get these other two in motion and see if they're ready to go. Really? All right, so now let me... Hello, John at BNC Systems. Welcome in. Hey, Tim JD, there's our CEO. Does that qualify as ops? I don't know. You guys tell me if that qualifies as ops. Dude, you're flying. Slow down a little. Anyhow, let's catch up with the chat again. Hey, Sir Dave, Kiwi, and Andrew, the Shortbread Express is here. Hello, Sir Andrew of the 156. The Shortbread Express. Hey, if it works, it works. Now, the one thing is, I am not sure, and let's go to the multi-view for a little bit. I'm not sure how long I want to keep these two guys running, so I will switch them out if I decide they're getting tired and need a break. Started laying track today. That's cool. Oh, yes. And what are we running on the floor today? Well, we're running my two basics. Let's get to the floor cam. We're running the Azuma and the Mallard today, so hopefully that's good. Hey, Sir Rick of Rick's Trains, how are you? I saw Randall and everybody had a live stream going just as I popped on and started setting up. There's about 7 people that I'm subscribed to who are all live streaming when I got ready to come on. Oh, I do love the Mallard. And I've had my battles with this particular model. I feel it's kind of cheaply made, but for the money I paid for it. But it's been running smoothly lately, so maybe it's just finally adopted. Warley have a new show announcement. Hey, Sir Andrew from March West Junction. That's cool. Yeah, the steamer is a, let's get to the widescreen now, or the multi-screen for a bit. The steamer is a Class 50. Let me see if I can adjust that camera. That's probably a better view. I'll slow these two down just a bit more. Has Mallard stopped? Yep. Hey, Mallard, what's up? Ah, you silly thing. I gave the Mallard a compliment, so it stalled. I tell you. Yeah, I tried to do that a couple of weeks ago. Just have trains of all different colors. But yeah, this is kind of nice. I am running a steamer. I'm not running freight. I'll try to run some freight again next week. But I just really want to keep running this. That double decker you see there is called a Twindexx Vario. That's a Twindexx Vario. Oh, got everybody right there. And then the massively long ICE4. Hey, Sir Raymond is here. How are you? So they're doing it in October. Isn't that just... But isn't that Getz? Andrew, isn't 12th and 13th of October, isn't that Getz? That seems a little unfair. I hate to say it, but somebody should have been thinking about that. Fleischmann owes 10 million euros in pension and Märklin owes 30 million euros in consultancy fees. It's the only weekend available this year. On the bright side, Märklin should be able to afford that now. Märklin's been making profits for 12, 13 straight years they've been in the black. So where is Statfold? No competition, 30 miles versus 150 miles. Tamworth, okay. Sadly, I've heard of Tamworth, but where am I trying to place that? I know there was a Battle of Tamworth once. Staffordshire. Just north of Birmingham, okay. All right, John, thanks for popping in for a bit. We'll see you later. Anthony, you stretched Trent Bally line on the WCML. I don't know. Not quite sure what you're asking me there. No, it's a heck of a price. It's a heck of a price. It's just... Actually, Jean Ricard, it's struggling a bit, but it's looking smooth. But run some tin plates today. Again, I ran one tin plate. Hello, Tom Couples. Great to see you, Sir Tom. Thinking of taking Lisa to Paco's on Saturday. Sounds like a nice date. Well, hello, Dominic Z. You bought something great a few days ago. It is the Ego Moss 143 Batmobile. Oh, that is cool. Comes with the magazine. All right, the machine gun magazine, I assume you mean. Or it came with a magazine. Oh, okay. Came with an actual magazine as opposed to... Tamworth is on the Trent Valley line, West Coast Main Line. Okay. Again... Hello, Chris, Sir Chris, Valleys. I don't know. I mean, Brian, no, it's not too late for me to change venues. I haven't booked for Getz. But as I'm reading the chat here, I'm reading the chat, not talking, because I'm looking at how many people are saying, oh, it'll be easier for me to go to Stafford than Getz. And I'm like, Joyce and I really were planning on Getz. It's easier. I think it's easier for us to get to Getz coming into London. I don't know. Maybe somebody... but it sounds like a lot of you would be going to the Warley show instead. But then there are others that are still going to come down to Milton Keynes. Because I'm going to meet people. I'm not going to a train show per se. Going to the train show was just a great way to meet up with all these amazing UK YouTubers that I've gotten to know online over the last 5-6 years, some the last year, 2 years, and now you're going to have a show at the same time as another show, and it looks like it's going to split the group. And so that's just going to have me kind of rethinking the trip. And just see how this all falls out. Fortunately, I'm also just going, just my luck. This year that I missed would have been perfect, and we got sick, and now that we're definitely, you know, we're on the roll, we're going to come this year, now we have another potential problem. I know Maisto has a lot of collections. I mean, I've only paid attention to Maisto in the 164 and the HO scale because I see them all the time when I'm in Europe. You don't see Maisto over, at least in this part of my world. I only see them over in Europe. I've never seen Maisto in an American shop. Yeah, that's the thing. They won't have live Steam at Getz. So this is something I'm just going to have to take 2-3 months and try to figure out. There's Sir Randall again. The kick. See, I never heard of that, Dominic. I never heard of the Kickline figure collection. I mean, I would have to wait till I got offline, but if somebody was, how hard or easy is it to get from London to, well, Stafford is up by Birmingham, so that's even further north, isn't it, than Milton Keynes? try to split the two. That would be kind of hard. I don't know how close they are to each other. How close is Milton Keynes to... I roughly know where Birmingham is, but isn't that further north than Milton Keynes? So for us, Getz would be easier because we come into London, Heathrow, and then we just got on once we got to London, we just got on a 40-minute train ride straight to Milton Keynes. And then bam, we're right at the venue. Limited to 3,000 tickets for each day. So obviously that's something that's now going to be now D'Agostini, I know the Has Been Hotel. The thing is, I saw D'Agostini did a couple of different magazine collections, including a Beatles collection where you got the different Beatles albums and the collector cases. But boy, they got a lot of criticism over the quality and quality of delivery, and you know, people were buying these vinyls for posterity, you know, collectibles, and they were coming in damaged. Yep, we have a few months to decide. It's just a decision I didn't want to make because obviously people are going to commit one way or the other. I mean, for example, if you are, let's say, Alan Wiles, Dragon Junction, coming in from, you know, west of Liverpool over northeastern Wales, then Birmingham's a much easier trip than Getz. But if you're coming up from London, then Getz is an easier trip than going all the way up to Birmingham, especially if you're driving. By train, I wouldn't care. But that's just it. The train show was just, the timing's good. October. It's before our holidays. The only bad thing about it is Joyce works, but Joyce was going to take 3 days off work and go. But really, it was just an excuse to go because everybody was going to be at Getz, except a couple of people who then signed on because I was going to go to Getz, and then I don't go. And trust me, Joyce and I feel very guilty about that. There were 3 or 4 people that were like, well, if you're going to be there, I'm going to go ahead and go. And you know, we bought our tickets, we bought the flight, we paid for the hotel, we were all set to go. It was not a trick, it was not a con job. I'm just very grateful to the Doubletree Hotel in the UK that refunded us our money when we explained the situation. So the only money I lost was to whatever train company I had my tickets with. I don't remember if it was Great Western or who we had our trains through. I think it was Great Western. Been to Birmingham twice. Good afternoon to you, Ian. How are you? Nice to have you, Sir Ian. And there is Kieran. I should start doing some of the close-ups again. Darn it, where are we? Come on. Hello, Mr. Railyard. Nice to have you here. Yeah, Andy, and I appreciate that, and I feel guilty. It was, it's the other side of me where, you know, on camera, people can talk about luck, but off camera, I've had a lot of bad luck. When I have good luck, it's really good luck. the Warship Collection, and the second one was Fascination Fire Departments. Well, that's cool. Anthony at Middleport, that would be really funny if we did. Or I could pay to have a bunch of t-shirts made up. Oh, yeah, the steamer's doing very well, Tim. I had no doubts about the steamer. I'm keeping my eye on the 2 111s. Whoops, wrong camera. 11 lane. I'm trying to keep my eye on these 2 111s because even though they're only pulling 4 cars, this locomotive that just went past, it has not run in 25 or 30 years. And it only got about a 20-30 minute run in by me. Well, thank you, Kiwi Dave. That's nice of you to say. My first magazine collection was a history of World War II. Some company put out a series of magazines detailing the history. And then after that, my next magazine collection was Playboy, but that's a different story. Well, I love my Flying Scotsman. I love my layout. I wish I could talk myself into actually doing more scenery on it, but there are things I keep trying to get done, and then I don't get them done. Partly out of laziness, partly out of trying to figure out the best way to do it. I was very motivated with the Fowler car, but I hit a snag, and then this week has just been other things happening, and then and I got to be in a mindset to work on certain things. I've got to be in a very positive mindset. So I might work feverishly for a few days on something like I did with the Fowler car, and then I'll hit a little bit of a wall and maybe take a day or two off to try to figure it out, and then something happens, outside life interferes, and then you just go, ugh. And then I lose the mojo. People call it mojo, but I always have the mojo. When I'm dealing with something that's giving me the fits, I struggle to talk myself into working on it because I'm not emotionally ready to deal with failure at that point. Failure is always an option, but there are times where, you know what, I just don't want to deal with it until I'm ready to sort it out, because I'm trying to sort out problems, and a new problem crept up with the Fowler car, and I'm trying to fix that problem while I try to work on some other things. And then, like I said, one of my cats decided to attack my layout, and that really put me in a bad mood all of yesterday. Interesting. Fully booked already? Well, I never had a big Playboy collection because I had to keep them hidden. The hypocrisy of my father. He had a lot of Playboys hidden in his closet, but if he found out I had one, he was pissed at me. What are you doing buying one of these magazines? Staring at naked women, Dad. But that's the insanity of my father anyhow. Because through most of high school, until I met Joyce, my dad thought I was gay, but he would find the porno magazines in my bedroom and get mad at me about it, but then he would never put 2 and 2 together. And to this day, I mean, you could ask Joyce about it when she comes in, but the reaction the first time my dad met Joyce, the first time my dad saw Joyce, was hilarious. Round and round they go. Where they stop, nobody knows. Maybe yours, Mick. I kept mine pristine. Raymond, you stole the Victoria's Secret. Now, here's the thing. There were other lingerie catalogs, like the Fredericks catalog, that were much more attractive to me. Victoria's Secret, yeah, you got models and lingerie, but it was my least favorite of the lingerie catalogs. Now, I was lucky, especially when I was in college, although I don't know if it's too lucky in that regards. When I was in college, I worked at a drugstore, so we got all the magazines, and we carried the adult magazines as well. So you could always get a quick sample before we opened the store on Saturdays and Sundays to go, ah. Well, I always like, I do like to mix the rakes up, except for a couple of special occasions. Like, I do, like, middle of summer, I do a show called I See Red, where I run all my red stock. All my Deutsche Bahn Regio. Anything that's red gets run. And then I usually do it in winter, and I didn't do it this year, so it's going to have to come up soon. I do my whiteout, where I run all my white trains, all the ICE1, ICE2, ICE3, ICE4, the IC1, and the IC2. And I figure those are the two boringest shows on my channel. Otherwise, I do try to mix up stock and colors. I don't try to mix up era, although I'm almost to the point. I'm almost to the point where I could run for the 6 German eras. I just need some Era 3 cars. I mean, I don't have any Era 3 cars. I'm not planning on looking at Era 3 cars. But I've got Era 4, Era 5, and Era 6. And I've got Era 1 and 2. I just don't have anything officially Era 3. Now, the locomotive, that BR50, could be Era 3. And by the way, if you're new, Era 3 is post-war to the post-war into the late 60s. So technically, I think these green, red, and blue, the one BR50 stock, these guys are Era 4. This was 70s into the 80s. The guys you're seeing on your screen now. But let me see, where are they? Bring the corner view. Yeah, the ones being pulled, that's not a good color to see them. Well, let's go 11 lane. When you see it coming around here, these cars here were 60s into the 70s, if I remember correctly. And Raymond, Jean, and if Evo were here, he could correct me. So I could pass that train off right there as Era 3. I think. Raymond, you spilt syrup on them. That's what it was. Hey, Sir Ken, how are you? Yeah, parents. We all can ask crazy questions. Hey, Sir Andy81E, how are you? All right, so you just had specific women you were looking for. I didn't worry about women. I mean, the number one thing was brown hair, brown eyes. Nothing else mattered. Brown hair, brown eyes. I like brown hair and brown eyes because my mom was a redhead, so anytime I saw a redhead, it became an Oedipal thing, and I didn't want to think about it. Not into redheads. My apologies to any redhead women watching the show. And then half my family is blonde. Most of the girls, my sisters, when they were younger, were what they call dishwater blonde. Now they're brown. Well, actually, they're gray. But we all are. But a lot of blonde-haired, blue eyes in my family. A lot of blonde-haired, blue eyes, cousins and everything else. So brunettes were the rarity. Brunettes were the rare. And then everybody's blue eyes in my family. So brunettes with brown eyes were like the mystique to me. They were the gorgeous. They included Jada models, Fast and Furious. I've never watched any of the Fast and Furious models. All I care about is that a Dodge Charger was one of the main vehicles, and that's all that matters. I was like, okay, because the Dodge Charger, and then there's everybody else. You're getting white hairs. Yeah, I didn't know if I would have my hair long enough for it to go gray. On the bright side, I have more hair than my grandfather and father did. Even though I'm bald, I actually have much more on the side and the back of my head than my father and grandfather did. My dad had just a real thin strip of hair along here, as did my grandfather. So I actually have more hair. Don't be surprised if you make crew from paper. Hey, Sir Brian, how are you? Now, Brian, I do have freight. And actually, today's the first time in about 2-3 months that I haven't run freight. Let me see where we're at. Let me go to... where we at? Yeah, this one. So you can see right there, I have a container freight, and then I have a mixed tarpaulin wagon and tanker. I don't have enough tankers to make a tanker set. I'll probably buy, you know, like anytime I'm in Germany, like I bought a couple of tankers and I bought 2 tarpaulin cars, 1 tanker, and a long box car while I was in Germany this year. So each trip to Germany, I'll probably pick up, try to find a couple of tankers I thought are good. I also bought a couple of containers. The way at the back over here, you can see a couple of yellow containers from Max Vogel. You know, if I decide to give one of these 111s a rest, maybe I'll pull out the container. But as you can see that both those freight trains, those are pretty long. That would be a real end chaser. Well, greetings, Frank. Hallo, guten Tag, or guten Abend, where you are. Let me, everything's loading up on the delay here. Come on, come on. There he is. So Frank, if you have a channel with training videos or a comedy channel you like, you can post it. German, I'll check it out because ich spreche Deutsch. Mein Deutsch ist nicht piekfein, aber ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Vielen Dank dafür. Thank you for that, Frank. I love my table. I love how much space I have, and I'm a simple man. I just like trains going in circles. I don't have this automated. I just like to have lots of trains. It appeases my AD mindset. Just have all the trains going, and just all kinds of cool things. Well, I've seen many. I didn't know Greenlit did it because, to be honest, I never heard of Greenlit or Greenlight. Is that Greenlit? Greenlight. Greenlight. So I don't know Greenlight. When it comes to model cars, I basically know Hot Wheels, Matchbox, and then the guys that make them for model trains, or things like Maisto I've seen, Shook I've seen, which is owned by or part owned by Märklin. And that's the thing. I love going to stores like Müller's in Germany. I love going to Müller's because even if they don't have a large train section in their store, they have large sections of cars, and you can get 187 scale. When I'm ready to do some real 187 scale modeling, my next trip to Germany, I will be hitting Müller's and just buying a crap load. Do I want farming equipment? Everything there. Do I need industrial equipment? Everything in 187 scale. It's owned by Dicky Toys, by the way. Okay. So that's Simba Dicky, which is the owner of Märklin. Okay. The BR01. I do have. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Frank, ich habe ein 01. Ich habe ein 01, aber es ist nur die Weihnachtszug. 01, 108. This is a gorgeous locomotive. This is absolutely stunning. I need to get... Don't tell Joyce. I need to get an 01 that isn't a Christmas train. Oh my God. I've got so much crud on me. There's just crud and dust everywhere. Does anybody remember the Brawa Herbie? I remember Herbie. Hey, there's Tammy and Ray and Artie. Hello to all of you. Maisto used to make diecast TT. Okay, that's cool to know. I have not. That's interesting that you mentioned that, Raymond, because I've seen many scales, and I've even seen N-scale vehicles, but I've not ever seen in Germany at a hobby store or even model train shops in the United States. I've not seen TT scale accessories that I'm aware of. They may have been in the store and I didn't see them. But yeah, there were just 2 or 3 companies, because I do follow a channel called Diecast Dude. He's Dutch, and he's mostly diecast. Every now and then he'll go into a toy shop and show off the model trains as well, although he hasn't done that in a while. But he's a big 1/64 scale collector. And then, of course, on this channel, we have Tom's Märklin and such, who he also collects and sells 1/24th, 1/32nd, and 1/18th scale model cars. Dominic, the closest scale they would work with is what is called S scale, which is 1/64, Matchbox and Hot Wheels and Johnny Lightning and those companies. That's the closest. Why Disney did 155 scale, I don't know. Why they didn't just do 1/64 scale like everybody else, I don't know. I'm sure somebody knows how you could do that. The problem is everybody would be bouncing back and forth. So I guess the best thing you could do, Tim, is just type in the chat, is there a camera view you want to see? And then I'll pop it up. That's what you guys could do now. Anthony, camera 4, now! And then if I see it, I'll change it. Wouldn't it be cool if we could? Problem is, I'm also slow getting to it. It would be utter chaos. Yes, it would be, Jean Ricard. But it would be funny in a way. New Bright used to make electric G-scale sets. Rick's Train says, Camera 9. Now, do I even know what Camera 9 is? Camera 9, that's the long view. I numbered these for Jean Ricard. I don't pay attention to what I numbered them. Well, I find that cow joke utterly ridiculous. Can I do one of the 4-view split screens? Yeah, but I'm going to have to redesign them. I do have the 4 views. So like this one, these are the close-ups. Like this set of 4 is the close-up cameras. These are the ones where you see the trains close up. And then counter to that is this one. Which is it's the two overheads looking down on the 2 sides, and then it's the 2 cameras looking opposite directions of the middle section. So the 2 cameras on the bottom of this view, they're actually right next to each other looking opposite directions. So I'll leave this up so you will see who's going to make it first. Well, you're going to see about 2 of them at the same time. But if you look on the camera next to me over here, these 2 guys are going to come around. So in about a second, they should show up in the bottom left-hand camera. And then as soon as the front end leaves the bottom left, it'll show up in the bottom right. So... Hast du etwas Zeit für mich? Sing ich ein Lied für dich von 99 Luftballon. Ihrem Weg zum Horizont denkst du vielleicht gerade an Mensch. Sing ich ein Lied von dich. Die Nachbarn haben nichts verwandt. Andere haben angemacht. Horizont. It's been a while since I sung it in German. I have to scratch. Well, that would be interesting if they did. I don't know. Does anybody make 187 scale transformers in that? I do have some special 187 scale cars coming in to put on my layout. Who's got subtitles? Da, da, da. I'll happily leave the singing to Joyce. It's just getting Joyce to sing. After she got the hate mail, the last one, she's a little gun shy. So then here are 4 cameras on the Delmenhorst side. Of course, I don't have any train on the Delmenhorst side. And then here are 5 cameras on the Bremen side. Ooh. Yeah, I still have so many songs for Joyce to sing, and she's not comfortable singing them. And after the, I'm still mad about that. Joyce got a very nasty comment on her channel on the latest song she posted up there. A guy just tore into her. I mean, just so unnecessarily. It goes along with what Roger from St. Blazey's was talking about in his video today. I mean, Joyce would be the first one to admit, A, she doesn't think her voice is that great, and B, she doesn't think her voice sounded that good on that song. I thought she sounded okay. Did I think it was Joyce's best job singing? No. But I thought it sounded okay. This guy wrote a paragraph, and he just ripped her to shreds like he thought he was that Simon loser on America's Got Talent or whatever. Simon Cowell or whatever his name is. Yeah, the guy just ripped Joyce apart. It was just so unfriendly, so nasty. And I've got a frozen camera I've got to fix. So let's do it this way. Where is it? Braitman Bonhoff. All right, is it this one? This usually jars them right back into shape. Well, maybe it's not going to work this time. There we go. Now it's working again. Took a little bit longer. Actually, I know that song. Oh, what happened is some guy a couple of weeks ago, we did, oh, what was the song we did? The last song, parody song Joyce and I did. When Joyce sings, she also posts them on her YouTube channel. She'll post them on her own YouTube channel. And I think it was the Heroin is So Passe, the Not If You Were the Last Junkie on Earth. I think that was the last song we did. A song by 90s, they're still together, but a 90s alternative rock band. Late 90s, early 2000s was their heyday, called the Dandy Warhols. And Joyce, we did their song, which we turned into the last, Not If This Were the Last Hobby on Earth. And I thought Joyce did an okay job with it. It's not her best singing performance, but she did a good job. But, oh my God, some guy wrote one of the nastiest missives. I've gotten plenty of hate mail, so it doesn't rank in some of the worst hate mail I've ever gotten. But it, by far and away, is the nastiest thing she's ever gotten. This guy just ripped her to shreds. You know, just really, really, really insulted her singing ability. Why do all you people with no talent feel like this gives you YouTube gives you a license to put your shit out there? You know, and it's like, dude, a minute in, 20 seconds in, you could have deleted off, okay? It's a joke, it's done in fun, and if you think it's horrible, whatever, that's fine. But you don't have to go on a vicious diatribe of a rant. Hey, Eric, how are you, Sir Eric? Hey, Dirk, Sir Dirk, how are you? I wouldn't even call them monitor heroes. I mean, it's there was a great book I read years and years ago, and it's called The Psychology of the Mask. And they did a parody of it in that Jim Carrey movie, The Mask, from the comic book, The Mask. But there's an actual book called The Psychology of the Mask, and they talk about how wearing a mask creates different personas in us, or it unleashes our inhibitions, or however you want to phrase it. So anyhow, you can now phrase that with the anonymity of YouTube. That things that you could never get away with in social culture, you can get away with in social media because you're not in the room with that person where you could get punched in the nose or a crowd can step up. And even if a bunch of people attack you, it's attention and you get attention for it. Oh, you didn't know Joyce had a channel? Well, that's nice of you. She had a channel. She's got a channel through her job, but she can't watch Matt Clark and stuff from her work YouTube channel. Because she likes to watch all my videos so that I can get a view and I get a thumbs up. That's a kind and loving, supportive wife. And she's got a few of her own videos up there, but most of it is just the song parodies she sings are on her channel. In a couple of cases, there are alternate versions where she posted it. So, yeah, it's just one of those crazy, crazy bits. Some people just I'm gonna, and Joyce can kind of laugh it off, but it stings because she knew Joyce is not a professional singer. She's not somebody with a recording contract. She's doing this at my request. Okay, she's also doing it because she realizes my voice is so bad that she's an improvement. But yeah, it's, and I have that sort of, you can insult me and it usually doesn't bother me, but you insult my wife or kids, then then I want to stand up and defend. And Joyce is like, I don't need a knight in shining armor. If I want to punch somebody in the nose, I can do it. The problem is she doesn't usually want to punch somebody in the nose, even when they need to be punched in the nose. But yeah, I mean, we wouldn't put it out there if we couldn't take criticisms and thumbs downs. But sometimes the criticism, no matter how much you can take it, is just so overwhelming. It's just so maddening. It's like, how dare you? Dude. It was just a random video on YouTube. You didn't need to write, from your grandma's basement, take out all your hate on everything in the world you don't like on some middle-aged housewife who's doing something for her husband, A shite knight in armor. There you go, Andy. But, I mean, I think it shows in the fact that she's married to me is Joyce she's got a little bit of ego. And if you ramp her up the wrong way, that ego will come out. But for the most part, she's very self-deprecating. She's very, she doesn't think of herself the way I do, she doesn't see herself that way, and the same is true the other way. I don't see myself the way Joyce sees me. Hey, Hey, Leslie's here. Hello, Leslie. Yeah, I've got the ICE4 running today. It's running smooth. It's running slower than I want it to run, but it is running. I'm very happy with it. I'm keeping an eye on these two 111s, but they're doing well. Oh, that's right. You already went up there. Did you just do the one day, Leslie? You just went up Friday and came back, or are you up there for the weekend? I can bet you're tired. Just the day for you guys. Okay. How long of a drive was that, or how long a train ride was it, Leslie? Let's get some close-ups going here. Well, where's up the ramp? Where's up the ramp? I had 3 trains there. Well, you still get 2 of them. There we go. See, I don't show this camera enough because you only see the 3 lines. I try to emphasize the cameras where you can see as many trains as possible. But I like this view because, yeah, you can see the Brawa is coming up. It's funny, it looks so far away from that camera, but it's really almost in front of me now. There it goes, right in front of me. A nice little oncoming train view, which is why I set it up here. And then you can see my trains on the shelves over there. One of the 111s has got a little bit of a buzz in it. Only a 2-hour drive. And yeah, I'm with Andy. Did you buy anything? Three locos bought: a business car, 6 freight cars, 2 boxes of Prizer people, a box of Prizer deer. I got plenty of deer you could have had. 2 packets of trees and a fishing boat. And a partridge in a pear tree. I do like doing this at least once. Just follow a train all the way around. Whoops, I flipped those 2 by mistake. Sorry about that. I'm going too fast now. I was trying to catch up. I fell behind and... There's a busy little scene. And again, seeing all the freight. Yeah, Kieran, and that's... Yeah, when somebody criticizes something like that, and... Not to compare me to you, but I had a speech impediment that I had to go to therapy for 3 years for as a kid. And if I'm on certain medicines or I'm really tired, it comes back. I get lazy and my speech impediment shows up. Well, Dominic Z, you should send me a link to those because that might be funny to do a scene in 187. How hard would that be to transform a 187 toy car from a car to a transformer? How hard would that be? I'd see myself breaking the arm or a foot off or something. Yeah, Ian, I've got to get a Nederlander train. My friend Tom was just running a Nederlander Vectron 193 in the Dutch Railways livery. Very cool. The Netherlands has beautiful, beautiful livery. I love Dutch liveries. I just haven't ridden on a Dutch train, although that rule's been long out the window now. I've ridden on a Dutch bus. Yeah, Tim, I mean, I don't think your voice is bad at all, and because I know you, I like to hear your voice when you do talk on your videos, but I hate the sound of my voice. I wonder what people actually like the sound of their voice. But, of course, like everybody, my voice sounds different in my ears because I get internal echo into the cochlea here. So you don't hear it. So when I hear it on tape, it sounds even worse. My voice sounds bad as is, but I know what my voice sounds like on recordings. And no, I can't stand my voice. Hello, Sir Andy Dobson. Hello, how are you? And don't ask you to sing. No, I am looking for a singer, though. I've got a couple of songs. Joyce says there's just no way she can do them and do them with merit. I need a good song. I think at one time John from Mystic Southern Railroad said he would sing, but I haven't seen him in a while. The most I've ever had view one of my live streams, the most I've ever had was about 57, 58. I don't think we got 60, but I did do a live stream where we had 57 at one time. So hello to all 50 or 47 of you that are hanging here on the chat or in the background. That's a good one, Ray. I like that one. All right, Dominic just posted a link to a video. No, I want to know where I can buy them. Okay, that's Back to the Future. Oh, that's your video. How old? Dude, I didn't see that. I'm subscribed to your channel. How come I didn't see you posted this? Some of you are going to be hearing this channel right now. So that's a Back to the Future, and there is... All right, I will watch this video after... Dominic, I'm subscribed to your channel. I never saw that on my feed, and that is 10 days ago. And then, okay, I watched that one. Yeah, I saw the one you posted a few weeks back. But yeah, I apologize. I missed that. You're in the background painting basement walls for the wife. I hate painting. Too bad you don't live next door to me. I love painting. I love wall painting. And I'm very good at it. You're going to force me to open up my Google Translate now, Ian. I don't care what's new in Google. So yeah, I would like somewhere down the line, I'm going to get a Dutch train. I'll probably get a Danish train. I'm going to get a Danish train. Then I got to get a figure that I can make of my friend Jean Ricard and put him on the train or under it if he annoys me. Only a short 3-hour drive. Hello, CMD. How are you? You started doing Austrian shorts. Well, it depends on how you're wearing the shorts. That could get a lot of views. Oh, you mean shorts about Austrian trains. I'm sorry. Oh, now come on, darn nab ya. Trying to do something here. My stupid computer won't let me. Well, that's just preposterous, I tell you. Let me try it again. All right, I'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Now you are, yep, there it is. Okay. I thought I subscribed to you. I didn't. Well, now I am subscribed to you. Indeed, I do. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's a long one. See, well, now we'll do it the other way. We'll do it going down the ramp. Going away. Bye-bye! All right, so now we'll just catch everybody here. Now let's go to 11 lane view for a little bit. Let you get some close-ups. Let's see, Raymond did Renaud's. A link to Renaud's, what's that? Oh, the Apple Aero Travel Agency car set. That's interesting. From Acme, okay. That's pretty wild, funky, cool. That's a unique set of cars right there. Those are very cool, Raymond. I think that was from Raymond. Slow speed perfection. I missed something there. Get an engine-less DSB. Oh, there's EFO. Hello, EFO. Well, EFO, doesn't Denmark do... and if Jean Ricard's still awake, but he was going to go to bed because he's got to work early in the morning. Don't they have a Volaro ICE? Like, all right, well, I'll look forward to that, but I'm going to watch your other video when I get off the stream here. Yeah, I've seen now, who is it? Somebody else is doing the Rhine file set with the dome car, but I hadn't heard of the Apple one before, the Oppo. Hey, Andy, Hot Dog Pilot Andy, why don't you put the name of what you're looking for in here, that the metal kit, the white metal train kit. What is it? Artis? I'd have to look at my email. DSB has a black and gray ICE. That black and gray sounds really cool. I'm going to have to look that up, EFO. Black and gray would be a really cool looking train. Could also be ugly. My thing is, one of my favorite Dutch trains, Ian, is just the DoSto, the double-deckers, the standard double-deckers. Although I know most companies that make the Dutch versions, they're not actually the Dutch version. They're just, you know, the Dutch use a different wagon than, well, I don't have any of my current double-deckers out. Arbor kits, that's it, Arbor. Arbor Kit Sierra, because I have been looking online everywhere just to see if I could find it that way, and just to keep it on my brain to look for it when I do the Toledo show. But I guarantee you, once I'm at the Toledo show, you're going to have to come on and say, Anthony, look for my model. Well, apparently that's very, very rare. I watched the 2 video links you sent me. You're a better man than I am, Hot Dog Pilot Andy, to even want to try to put one of those together. Okay, let me look at that link now. Everybody's sending me links. Yeah, that's the 1700. But at the risk of getting in trouble, it's a cool livery. But the locomotive, I know it's a classic Dutch locomotive. I know it's classic. But the French and the Dutch and the Belgians use these locomotives, 1600s, 1700s. And they're just sort of meh to me. They don't vibe for me. Now, granted, it's not much different than my 111s, but maybe if I got one, it'll hit on me harder. But I really want the blue and yellow. But that is that's I do like that black and yellow. Although as a Cleveland Browns fan, I tend to not like black and yellow. You got the Tomica models from an Amazon seller called Hotspielwaren Dresden. Well, last time I was in Dresden, if I had heard about that shop, because actually I when I go to Dresden, I stay in a little town called Pirna. Actually, Pirna-Kopitz, which is a suburb of a suburb. It's a tiny little village, very much kind of caught in the post-war era. Let's go to floor review and see how they're doing. Mallard's still running. Azuma's still running. And you can just kind of see, the little white Album Beatles car. That was new this week. It came in yesterday. Okay, and that is Era 5. Because I think if I do Dutch, I want Era 6. I do want modern. Another thing I'd like to find, and I've looked them up, a company made them a couple of years ago, but I would like one of the German S-Bahns, especially a model of the S7, because I always rode the S7 from Potsdam to Berlin and back. That would be really cool to find that one. Well, we got up to 47, and now we're down to 35, so we're back to about normal. Yeah, Raymond, thanks to you, EFO, and actually a couple other people like Rick David from Welchuck Railways. I'm starting to look at Rivarossi and Lima cars when I'm looking for, you know, I'm Fleischmann too, but I already knew about Fleischmann. But they've got some decent things out there that I could add into my layout. Yeah, and EFO, my friend Tom from Tom's Märklin Trains and Hobbies, he just got one, and it's really sharp. It really is sharp. I do have 3 Class 101s, and if I were to get the Vectron, the problem is I've got 3 maybe locomotives already hanging. And I've got to pick one. I'm going to be buying one in a week or so. Yeah, and I saw that because that's what he ran it with. He ran it with the IC1 cars that, or yeah, the IC1 cars that I have. I mean, his version of them, but yeah. So, yeah, there's definitely do it, but I would probably pick up some Dutch cars as well. But I'm also trying to talk myself into getting a modern era American locomotive. What I would really like is an Amtrak, a modern, an Asila or something like that. Obviously, I would need it at 3-rail. I've already made the mistake where I bought something that was 2-rail and think, oh, well, it'll be easy to make it 3-rail. My guy could do, and he's like, no, that can't be done 3-rail. And it's not even the motor, it's adapting the ski and powering up the bogies. Yeah, I saw that set, Andy E, and I do like it. I just have not branched down into Swiss trains yet. Next nationality will be Dutch. I will slowly move myself into Dutch because Joyce and I will be riding Dutch trains at least once when we go to Germany next year. We're going to Australia this year, and then next year we're going to be in Aachen for a week. And then we're also going to be we'll be riding trains in Denmark. We're going to be in Aachen for a week. We'll land in Frankfurt, and I might stay in Frankfurt an extra 2 or 3 days because there's a couple of towns south of Frankfurt I want to go see. There's actually model train shops I want to go see, and there's a cool model train museum place just south of Frankfurt. So I think I'll stay an extra 2-3 days in Frankfurt. Then we'll go over to, we're going to go up to Aachen. And then from Aachen, we're going to Hamburg for a couple of days to do Miniature Wonderland. And then from Miniature Wonderland, Hamburg, we're going to go up to Aarhus in Denmark for a few days and go see Jean Ricard and visit his home of Abeltoft. We might even visit his house if he can move some of the furniture around to let us in. And then from that, we're taking a ferry, I think. That's our goal, down to Rostock in Germany, spending some time in Rostock, and then going back to Frankfurt. Yeah, but they only do it in DC, but then again, a Pico would not be hard to convert. Is it a new Amtrak or is it an older one? Because I've seen it, I just can't remember. Is it Era 6? Or, is it, the 2000s, or is it from the 70s, 80s, or 90s? Oh, if we see something like that, we will definitely film it, EFO. Because, you know, we could fit it in on this trip if we don't go to Denmark. But Joyce also wants to go to Saarbrücken. Joyce has seen so many videos and pictures of the town of Saarbrücken and the area around Saarbrücken. She wants to go there. And so, but we want to get up to Denmark and see Jean Ricard. It's the new Amtrak. All right, well, I'm going to look at that, Raymond. Thank you. Because I know they were making one. And so that shouldn't be too hard to convert to DC. I'm going to, let me Google that up on my favorite store in the world. Da 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 da. Okay, now Kato, Lemke Kato has one in, that's Era 5, that's the 50th, but I like that one. That's Era 5. There's Era 6. Amtrak Lifesaver, that's cool. There we go. Oh my God, Kato's got them, but, oh, those are all N-scale. You bastards. Oh, that's, yeah, the Pico one, that's the ICE-3 Amtrak, right? And then the G-scale ones that are just, yeah, I'm not going to drop $1,300 on that one. I'd have to give that to my friend Arthur. Oh, I've been on this view for a while. Somebody need to yell at me. That's too funny, Dominic. That's too funny. Yeah, no, certain ones they don't do. Now it's an Amtrak. The one I'm looking at is an Amtrak ICE-3. It's Train Spotter Heaven. I don't know if that's what Joyce was thinking when she, with all the things she likes about Saarbrücken. She's just seen how pretty the city is and the waterfalls in the city, the Saar River going through it. But yeah, I'm really looking to find a modern era, or as they call it in the United States, Phase 6. I want a Phase 6 or Era 6 locomotive and train set. Take Joyce to see the steelworks. Don't think that's what she'd have on her mind. Well, I've got a year to plan, so keep these suggestions, because right now we're still working on what all we're going to do in Australia. Artie, when he was here, we put a map of Australia, Google map of Australia, on our big screen TV. Artie set up like a military general, and he's just, we're going to go here and do this, and then we're going to go here, and when we could go this, it's up to you, but I thought we could do this, and we'll go here and maybe stop off here and do that. And Joyce and I are just like, sounds cool. Oh, yeah. He got us excited about the trip. He could be a travel salesman. Völklinger Hütte. But yeah, Saarbrücken is 2026. But we might go back to the UK in 2026. because she really wants to go back to Scotland and parts of the UK. Spielzeugkiste. Sounds like a cool shop. I just, all my trips to Germany, I've been, especially 2019 and then 2023, I have been into so many cool toy and model train shops. They're all glorious. But again, folks have to understand, when Joyce and I travel, we love to travel by train. She knows we're going to go to train shops. She knows we're going to go to toy stores and model train shops. But that doesn't mean the trip is about trains. She knows we'll do some things related to trains. And of course, like I said, we travel by train. But if you go to here, you got to see this train thing and this train thing and this train thing. You go here, you got to see this. You got to remember that's secondary. You know, a heritage train trip once might be interesting, but neither one of us are big time train spotters. Although, when we get to certain train stations, Joyce does like to look around at the different trains. But if you start saying, we're going to go here and ride this train, we're going to go here and watch these trains, we're going to go here and do this, Joyce would just be, that's not my vacation. Hey, Colin is here. Sir Colin is here from Woodthorpe International. Kinsmart models. Okay. Now we're back up to the 40s. But like right now, this is one of my favorite trains right here passing in front of you. This Brawa Twindexx Vario. And I have a colleague, a guy that I talk to on YouTube. I won't call him a friend. Just we occasionally cross paths. He got one and he says that his sucks. That he's just had bad luck with the last couple of Bravas that he's bought. I only own a couple of Bravas, but this thing's beautiful and it runs wonderfully. It's going to come up in the back in a second here. There it is. This is right now one of my favorite trains. I know it's just a simple Deutsche Bahn red, but there's just something about it. It's so smooth. The lighting system in it's so cool. And this IC4 coming down the back line now, it's a gorgeous model too. It just does not have a strong enough motor. Märklin really needed to do more testing with the motors they put in these things. Especially if you're going to take them up inclines. Brawa makes, in my opinion, Brawa makes beautiful stock. And I've never had bad luck with their quality. But as we say, experience may differ. Your experience may be different. Oh, I agree. And I had my classic 73 Charger for many years until I had to sell it. Ta-da! Your ears must have been burning.
Oh. You talking about me?
We were talking about you several times.
Oh, no.
How nice. Well, we were defending your honor
Oh, nice.
after that douchebag a week or two ago left you that rude comment on your video.
Yeah.
And then we were just talking about vacations.
Yeah.
Like our next trip to Germany, and are we going to do the UK? And
Yeah.
good enough.
Okay, so hi, Tom.
3D. Woo!
Hi, Ray. Hi, Kieran. Hi, Randall. Hi, Colin. Hi, Tom. Hi, Damien. Hi, Dwight. Hi, Smallwood.
That
Hi,
did nothing.
Raven. Hi, Andy. Wait, I get past Anthony. Okay, hi, Eco. You know you said it, so hi, Andy81. Hi to absolutely everybody. Say Aaron.
Yes, they do. All along the Rhine River.
Dino!
Koblenz.
Hello, Sean.
Aachen.
I think
Köln.
Anthony's very handsome. He's gorgeous too. Hi, Red.
Who's handsome?
You are.
Yeah, take that, Jean Ricard. I'm beautiful too.
Yeah.
My wife tells me so.
All right.
Hey, hello, Man Shed Railroad. Aaron, nice to have you, Sir Aaron.
It sure is. Okay, I hope I didn't miss anybody.
He says he was trying to say hello before you walked down the. It's like he could hear you or just see you coming down the steps.
Right. Hey, Joseph. I look younger than ever, huh? Oh, hey,
I hope that's
Shelberton.
not the case. If she keeps getting younger and younger, I'm going to eventually get in legal trouble.
Oh. I don't think I look younger. It was a rough week.
Yes, you've had a stressful week. We both had.
Well, yeah, just, I'm going to put you on my YouTube here. My other one.
And you could say hi to Tony? I don't know where you left off.
Oh,
Oh, there's Von Don Eisenbahn.
hi, Von Don Azuma. Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, and
So,
Von...
hi, Tony. Anybody I missed, it was on the wrong thing, so I could have missed somebody.
Von Don Eisenbahn, that is a great point. Brawa puts so much fine detail on especially their steam locomotives and some of their really detailed
Is AJ here today?
that, yeah, you're scared to touch them and you can break things off. And it's not even that they're fragile, they just put so much detail, it's hard to find a place to grab it.
Watch the
And if
short
you do,
commercials.
you can snap
Oh,
something
hi,
off.
Ian. Hello, Ian. Say it better.
Can I reach it?
Put Zanton on the list for grain excavation.
Say who what?
Oh, yeah, Rick, it was wonderful
Oh,
seeing you
Xanten.
guys.
Yeah, Xanten. Yes.
It was wonderful seeing you guys.
Who, where, what?
Rick.
Oh.
Trains. That was very nice, and we invited you to come to ours, so when you have time.
Oh, they're talking about going to
The problem
Paco's
with our
tomorrow.
site? Oh, not so bad. Why is it bomb? No. Oh! Ryan says, look, it's Mama. Hello, hello.
Wait.
Hello, hello, apparently.
Hello, hello.
So,
It's Moma, not Mama, Moma.
Yeah, it's Moma. Yeah, it's Moma.
Oh, there you go. Okay, plug your ears, everybody.
Yep, it's time for the kind greeting. He's gonna say,
Kyan! Hey, Opa loves you! Woo! Hey,
love
Lindy,
you.
love you too. Hey,
Love
Chris.
you, Lindy and Chris.
Love you guys.
Absolutely, everybody.
Kyan! I missed you yesterday, Kyan.
You sure did.
Although, in a
I
way, it
didn't
worked
see him
out
Tuesday.
because I wound up having to spend about 3 hours fixing my,
Ouch, ouch,
the
ouch.
cats destroyed
That
part of my
hurts.
Delmenhorst station.
So, hi, Mick.
Fortunately, I don't think anybody will notice it.
Well, probably not, but it's still a pain. Oh, okay, you're at
But
work, so that's fine.
This is a Brava. Let me go to the big screen here.
Yeah,
This is a Brava I
back to
have.
it.
It weighs a ton. Actually, Joyce bought it
Oh,
for me.
no.
But this is about as intricate as I want my Brava to be. Any more and I'd break something, but very nicely colored detail. Now
Yeah.
the new Märklin, which
Circa
is
does
on
look
the
great.
shelves over there, is about the same in terms of look and quality, but not weight. This thing is all metal. And the Märklin is technically metal too, but this thing is heavier than the Märklin one. Beautiful locomotive. First model train stuff Joyce bought for me. Because I wanted this locomotive and I wanted this locomotive because I didn't want the cheap Märklin that had come out at the time. Because we had just ridden one of these trains and Joyce bought it for me for Christmas. And then we bought the new one because the new one is just amazing, the Märklin one. But yeah, that so this just sits here. I think I take it out once a year and just run it to run it. I should run it on a stream with the Märklin stuff, but whoops, I'm still on this one. You guys are watching me watch trains. That can't be remotely quality viewing. Is he coming this? Oh no, I thought he was on the other line. Okay, he's not coming up that way, up the ramp. But yeah, the guy you're seeing in the camera again, this Twindexx Vario, just beautiful, but not a lot of outward detail I have to worry about messing up. And that was not even a basic Brawa. That was 7 years ago. That was $400.
Yeah, it was.
7 years ago, that was $400. That was their highest end at the time as far as that locomotive. It's just the actual locomotive doesn't have that much detail on it. But yeah, you look at Brawa's steam locomotives and they're insane.
Huh. Schuko also made a 187 General Lee.
Yeah,
We don't know that you'd be interested
even though the
in
General Lee is a Dodge Charger, it is not my favorite Dodge Charger.
Maybe.
Have to be careful what we say there, but the Dukes of Hazzard was a tough show because I liked to watch it, and it was a Dodge Charger, awesome Dodge Charger, but it had that flag on it, and from the time I was young, I was raised to hate that flag. My grandfather hated that flag, and my dad hated that flag. That was the flag of the enemy. Well, I will try to watch it sometime today. You'll probably be in bed asleep. Now, yeah, Richard Petty Dodge Charger, now you're talking. That blue became so synonymous that now, to this day, Mopar calls it Petty Blue.
Yeah.
And you can still special order any Mopar car with Petty Blue on it.
Where's this home?
Well, that's the story, Ifo. If I'm sure I've told it on here before, is that the Dodge brothers were Henry Ford's top engineers. They designed his cars. They helped him design the Model T, but they designed many of his cars, and then they had a falling out after the Model T, and Henry Ford told, the official quote, this is a direct quote, every Dodge member of the family has this quote etched into their brain. Henry Ford said to them in 1913, if you sons of bitches think you can make cars better than I can, go start your own goddamn company. So they did. And in 1925 and 1926, Dodge Brothers outsold Ford. I agree with that, Colin. The best thing about Dukes of Hazzard was Daisy. It's the same reason. The Wonder Woman show with Linda Carter. I can't stand to watch that show if you're paying attention to the acting, the special effects, the plot line. But Linda Carter, we're watching it.
Also, Schuko made a 118 scale Lightning McQueen.
Oh, well, no, I didn't know that. I know, well, even my grandson is no longer really into cars right now. There was a time there where we were watching the movie Cars, all three movies every day he was here.
Yeah, we watched
and all of a
a
sudden
lot.
he's outgrown it. Yes, Linda Carter actually very, very good singing voice. Actress, not great. As an actual actress. Beautiful, one of the prettiest women to ever grace movie or TV screen. Well, Ian, the one I just showed, that was Brawa. I do have it from Märklin up here. I'm going to hop over you, babe.
Okay, you need to go back.
All right, I'm going to go behind you, babe.
Okay, I'll scoot up.
I'm going to go around from behind, babe.
Did you hear that giggle?
I'm sorry, should I have giggled like,
No. No, you were alright.
Goliath, you're a perv!
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Hi, Fitterton.
Hey, Brian's back. Hey, Brian.
Brian's back.
Brian, who shall be named Brian? So I'm going to reopen this one now, and just hope I don't confuse him. Ha 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 ha. Still should just put that in the bottom. Bing. Your door is ajar. Bing. The door is ajar. Bing. No, my door is a door. A jar is a jar. All right. So let's do a little side-by-side comparison here. So we're going to the big view again. Okay. Is there a better way around to... Yeah, no. So here is the Brawa. Here is the Märklin. And just subtle differences. Now, the Märklin... The little electrodes on the top, blah, 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 like that. But Brawa, a little bit more detail, a little bit more color differentiation, more of the little details on top. The horns are actually painted metal color, where the horns on this are painted black. This is the Märklin, this is the Brawa. They're both very sharp, but again, the Brawa just a bit more detail. A bit more work on the detail. All right, good night, Lee. Thanks for popping in. Again, happy day after birthday to Jackie.
Yeah, happy late birthday, Jackie.
Happy late birthday. Her birthday wasn't late. We were late acknowledging it.
Hell, Devon Maryland here.
Who, what, did, who, where?
Ian asked your question.
So, you just saw both of them.
Yeah.
You just saw the Märklin and the Brawa side by side. Or one above the other. However you want to phrase it, that's how I did it. Head is to hold. Quick, talk while I'm busy putting this away.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking
Say something,
away.
do something. Wiggle, jiggle, keep the crowd entertained.
Wiggle, jiggle, keep them entertained. Ah, okay. Well, yeah, Anthony does too, Dino.
Who did what?
Yeah, Dino said I prefer the Märklin model.
Actually, I think the Brawa looks a little bit more detailed, a little sharper, but Märklin's very close. The accessories on the Märklin, the functions on the Märklin are what sold it. The fact that it announces Delmenhorst, the fact that it's the running number of the locomotive that pulled the train Joyce and I rode from Delmenhorst to Leipzig. So that makes it very special. But the Märklin was about $75 cheaper.
Herbie.
Oh, how many Herbies do you have, Dominic? Do you have more than one? I keep waiting for Herbie to make a comeback. I think of
yeah, everything else is coming around.
Oh, Brian says, time for me to go now.
Night,
Well, if you gotta
Night,
go,
Brian.
go now. Go now. You better go now. Before you see me cry.
You left my phone at home today.
Hmm?
You saw I left my phone at home.
No, I did not see you left your phone at
Oh,
home.
it was sitting on my chair.
I don't look at your chair when you're not here.
It's not a big deal. I didn't realize it until we were a good halfway through the day.
Oh my God! It's my break and I can't play Duolingo.
Oh, no. My break is this morning.
Well, hello, Dale, the highball and hogger. How are you?
Hi, Dale.
Yeah, the Volkswagen.
Real Volkswagen.
The Volkswagen Beetle Herbie. There, Brian, you've been serenaded out. Good night. All right, so you got the 164 version, so, and then the Schuko version. Okay. I never had a Herbie when I was a kid and I had Hot Wheel and Matchbox cars. Never had a Herbie. Liked the movies, just never had one.
Movies are cute.
Yeah, the movies were cute. They got a little stale, but the first couple were good. It's like anything. It's limited. Running some trains and cleaning wheels.
It's a good use of your time.
See, I could actually invent that on 3-rail, just not on 2-rail. Joyce is going through my drawers live on TV. Just seeing what's stored in there. Yeah, I've got the IC one in there. I feel bad that that's the one because, I mean, technically I could still put it back up there and maybe take one of those small sets, but it makes more sense to have the longer trains here where I'm not trying to carry them from over there.
Okay.
I just got to start pointing like Cayenne does. All right, good night, Kieran.
Hey, John.
My grandson, Kieran, my grandson, Cayenne. Good night, Kieran. My grandson, Cayenne, he watches Paw Patrol. I don't know how many of you know Paw Patrol. But in Paw Patrol, the character Ryder, the boy Ryder with his animal heroes, his dog heroes, whenever he gestures, he does it with his hand like this. We have to get up there and say this. We have to go over here and do this. He always points with the... So now my grandson Cayenne does it. It's so funny. He'll be over here playing with trades. Opa, we got a problem. You've got to fix this. And he's got his hand.
The whole hand.
He's got the whole hand. Opa, we have a problem. You've got to do this. Opa, I want you to put this on the TV up there. And he always does that full hand gesture.
It's cute. That's more
Hot Wheels
polite
made a
than
Herbie
pointing.
back in 2014. Yeah, but did they ever bring the movies back? Then again, I think maybe they did. Didn't Lindsay Lohan do a Herbie movie like 10, 15 years ago?
Sure, we could Google it.
I'm sure we could Google it. Because it seems to me they tried to bring a Herbie movie back. We need to see something pretty. Can we go to camera 12? John Ricard, you're an ass-kisser extraordinaire.
Extremely. They're going to stay on 12 very long.
You should make... Just as I switch, you could make the Bell Buster face. There you go. That one was
Go away, it's as pretty as I can be. Do the
Well,
Buster face.
considering you just got off work, it's been a long week.
I know, I'm tired.
You're tired.
Yeah.
Yes, that was one with Lindsay Lohan. Yay for the memory, not dead yet.
Yep, okay. There you go. So, Herbie fully
I forget what-
loaded. Yep.
See, this is bad because it sounds contradictory. But Jean Ricard was teasing me yesterday, like I should be writing this stuff down. Like, oh yeah, keeping a list of what trains I run each week, like a notebook, so I could. I was like, I got it up here, and he's like, how do you remember? I'm like, I got this up here. I know, I can remember. I look at trades and go, wow, I haven't run that in a while.
He can also go to his last live feed and check.
And there's that too.
That was nice. Buddy. Oh, I had my kids averaging. Actually, they had to input their data, and then they had to average it. Ooh.
Wait, are you going to bore us with what you did at work school?
Oh my God, that was so hard.
Asking fourth graders to average. I know we didn't do averaging in fourth grade when I was a kid.
They have calculators.
That is a pretty train. I got to admit, I do like those cars. Especially with that Speisewagen I had to pick up. I didn't get that one from Horst. I bought that online. Because if you remember, he had one, but it was all roached out. I got a red one, but it was a sleeping wagon, not the Speisewagen. So yeah, that's a pretty one. Coming around right now, but this camera doesn't see it. We'll look at it on 11 lane here. But the 111s are running happily today.
Good.
There we go. Yeah, that's a. I love that DSG Speisewagen.
How many,
Ink Master on TV and Kronbacher pills.
Steve, how many steamers do you have out? Just one?
How many steamers am I running right now? Just one.
That's okay.
Okay.
Can you get steam out of them? Can you get steam out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to understand what he sees in Plantam. So, that was Eva was asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could put some steam in the locomotive.
Okay.
I just need my little medicine. There should be a little one. Is the little one in there still? That's the big one.
No, I don't see the little
Where's
one.
my little one?
Oh, you had it last week.
Yes, I had it last week, and then
you know
I thought I threw it
what?
over there in one of those.
How about putting it away? Is it the...
Oh, for goodness sake, woman! I tell you.
What
I
do
get
you
no
tell
respect.
me?
I tell
What
you.
do you tell me?
I tell you, I get no respect. Okay, so... Oh, he just passed, so I'll have to catch him out on the flip side. I moved it to hide it from Cayenne.
Oh, turn it back on. Oh, it's been sitting on.
What's been sitting on?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, but it goes into sleep mode.
Yeah, okay. Can I delete some of
First
these?
a little for me, and then a little for the train. Oh, wait, here he comes. Here he comes.
Beep.
Sudden braking. Come on, get up here.
Oh, where were we?
That's London.
That's
Remember,
London.
because
Yeah,
you got
I
the
do.
big ugly
That
thing
was
there.
just getting there, yeah. You never took these pictures off? That's pleasantly green.
Ah,
That's very fuzzy. Water pictures. Yeah, we always go in the summer. It's nice.
good.
Kyan will take this camera and he,
Oh, he's got like 10,000 pictures on
yeah,
it
he
now.
takes pictures. Well, there's only 139.
There, we finally got some. Now let's
Actually, just trying to find Kyan's pictures.
Oh, there's only 10,000 of them.
That's my, for yours.
Okay.
He looks so professional with them, though. It's pretty funny.
Yes, he does. He's inherited his mom's.
There's a picture of Olmo with very blurred.
He has clearly inherited his mother's photograph. I don't know if he just mimics
He
her,
took a ton of pictures.
but
of
oh
me.
my God, he holds that camera like a pro.
Yeah, he does.
And was it? He got it. Oh, there it is.
Yes, he took a picture of Loco. but it's all blurred. That one looks pretty good. Maybe it's getting better.
I'll take a couple of seconds, minutes, years.
Had to start smoking.
Yeah, sometimes it's his butt. It took it a little while to start up. It's got to, I guess, heat up or whatever. Can you put that back in there?
I will. Some of these are videos. That's a nice clear photo.
And
He's clearly getting better at taking pictures. As I have pictures
his
of
last
shared
couple
your
were
lives.
actually pretty good. Well, it's looking like it's going to. Hey, hello, James Galton from Dundas Junction.
Hi,
Model
James.
Railroad.
Another picture of me leaning down and blur.
Let's go to
New selfie. That's cute. Did you do that? He did.
well, that sounds just weird.
You're gonna need to charge it.
Yeah, probably.
Some selfies with the boy.
Actually, I did that one.
Yeah, it's to say you did some selfies with him.
He was not going to stand still, and then he took it back, obviously. Those are not my pictures.
Yeah, clearly not.
Yeah, but it's funny what he decides he wants to take a picture of. Like,
Yeah.
he's got a beautiful picture of the mobile station.
Yeah. They said you're gonna have to charge it.
Oh, I got so many chargers here.
So she says the little guy had a lot of energy earlier and raged through his brain break, but is now soft brushed on my left.
Oh.
He's not quite healthy.
All right, it's still not going yet.
Oh, sorry, get my attention in. Just at my end of my day. Need a break. No, I don't see any on him. He's blowing his trains again. Woo!
They should have started by now.
Well, should have.
They get, they're very fidgety about how much you put in.
Yeah, they are. Well, who knows? You think of last week, it took 5
Well, I had
plus
overfilled
minutes,
it last week, and then they were
5
telling me.
plus minutes, and then it started going off.
Dagnabbit. I try to give the audience what they want, and some things just don't want to cooperate. That's what it is. It's what
I
it
did
is.
a road trip to a hobby store. That's nice. Did you find anything good, James?
Did you buy out stock that everybody else wanted, just so they could tease you about it later?
Right. Any cabooses?
I was going to buy some of those, but James bought them all.
Yep. Andy, what'd you buy 2 of? Quite the reputation.
I'm trying to decide
there,
which
Jen.
locomotive I want to buy when I get my income tax back. I got 3 on the maybe list. Yeah, the
2 boxes
Erdl,
of
the Tim
trash.
Burton Batmobile.
So 2
That's about
boxes
the only
of
thing I
trash.
liked about Tim Burton's Batman.
What's that?
The Batmobile. I thought it was cool.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's one of those movies. There's a lot
Yeah,
I
you
like.
had to get 2 of something.
There's a lot. I don't like Tim Burton.
Track's pretty honest.
I'm again an outsider because I don't like Quentin Tarantino or his movies. I don't like any movie by Quentin Tarantino, and I haven't liked any movie by Tim Burton. Batman's probably the closest, and even then there were a lot of flaws, that personal things I didn't like about it. I thought Michael Keaton did a great job. I think he made a perfect
2
Bruce
bags
Wayne.
of static grass.
But he's just too short for Batman. And some of the acting was just, and stuff that the Tim Burton world view, I just don't, it was just wrong.
Right.
2 bags, okay, 1 Static King. I gotta get a Static. All right, good night, Epo. But you're gonna peek over at the ML4000. Gotcha.
Ooh.
1
Alright,
Static
Epo,
King,
good
2
night.
bags of Static Grass. I will be buying the, well, hello, Terry's Trains from Down Under. Good day.
Hi, Terry's Trains.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Back. He called you Joy.
Why is that bad?
You don't usually like to be called Joy.
Oh, I'm fine with Joy.
Oh, it's Joy C.
Right.
Yeah, Joy C.
No, Joy was fine.
Joy is fine. I never call you Joy.
No, you don't.
You have been Joyce.
All right.
All right. Gnaben.
Gnaben in. Thank you for coming in. You're
Working
doing
on your
a
diorama in the morning. Okay.
Good job with your diorama.
You can't leave
You
yet.
can't leave
You
yet?
can't leave yet.
Well, Anthony wasn't leaving yet. He's usually good for 45 more minutes. Not sure I'm going to last that long. He came in early.
You did come in early, but you can hang out. Did that?
It's just
No,
steak
okay,
and
that
shake
camera's
tonight.
not frozen. What?
It's just steak and shake tonight.
Let's do ordering or picking up.
Pick up. It's half the price.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm hitting the road after the show,
Yep.
so I'll be delayed watching Dominic's video.
Yeah, we'll catch it.
He doesn't
Catch it.
post many, but he posted
Okay.
one 10 days ago, and somehow I missed it.
Oh, it's easy to miss it. There's
What was
so
I
much
doing
on
10
your
days ago?
feed. How in the world would you?
What was I doing? That might have been one of those. I took the
Night is never
like
late.
3 days off of YouTube where I was working on something.
Isn't that the truth? They arrive precisely when they mean to. You got that right, Raymond.
No, I haven't. I have a large collection of 164 scale chargers.
Yes, he does. Watch the shake, Bills.
I'll go to the right hand. I should have you.
I can hold it if you want. You don't shake like Anthony does. I'll back up a little bit.
Yes, dear.
Just trying to help.
But that is my collection of Hot Wheels. All their versions and colors of the that's just my 73 Chargers.
Night, Leslie.
I got all my 73 Chargers, but it's models of every era. Actually, over there's the 67s and 68s, 69, 60, 66 and 67.
And we're
Then
losing
the 69 to
we're losing
70s,
the
and then
Europeans.
my favorite,
The Central Europeans. I don't know, the Western Europeans?
the 73s,
Not the Brits.
which is my personal favorite, and then the returns with the 2006s, and then there's even a Hot Wheel of my current Charger. It's not my actual Charger.
You're saying the hotel for next year Gets is already booked? Or you just booked it?
No, he's saying.
We need to book it now?
Well, that's going to be an issue.
Wow.
No, it's not going to be. The issue is a different story.
Okay, gotcha.
And I didn't want to sound like I was upset with one group or the other. It's just created a conflict,
Gotcha, okay.
which is a conflict normally somebody would think of. Okay, you just booked. He says,
Okay.
yeah, the larger rooms are open, but yeah, they're booking
Gotcha. Okay.
Because we booked it. We didn't book
No,
until
it was summer.
It was summer when we
Yeah,
booked.
it was summer when we booked.
Because I was waiting to see if you were going to decide you were going to go along or not.
Right.
I feel like I'm
I'm
seeing
not
just
extending
little
it.
bits of smoke coming out of it. Dude, come on. Yeah, there's definitely little streams coming out, but I don't know, maybe that wasn't interchangeable because I did not put the proper one in.
Oh, it has its own?
Well, this one I didn't. This one doesn't say which version it is.
Oh, gotcha.
See, they're
Double
all
zero,
numbered.
double.
Like that's
Okay.
106. This one doesn't have a number on it. Dampf und Rauch gestillt. So it may just be that's not the right, because this is what you're supposed to put in. I can take it out and put it back and try this stuff now that I found
Do you
it.
dump it? No, you cycle.
I'll just recycle it, yeah. Oh! So I'll just stop it here and...
Okay.
Dude, stay up there. Doubles are available. Well, that's good, because
Some
Joyce and I
pitch
never get
arrows.
anything smaller than a double or a queen.
Yeah. All right, we'll look into it.
You want to get me
and
the
we'll
big
talk
one
to
there?
him. Yeah, that I didn't put away yet because I got distracted. Ooh, you got pushed out on it.
Yeah, but you'll notice all of a sudden once I took it out, it did start smoking there. See, all of a sudden now
Yeah,
I'm getting
it
some...
is.
Apparently it was just over full.
You put too much in. Well, I'd say let it go for now.
Yeah, it's only a little bit.
Yeah, but until it stops. Save it till it stops.
Yeah, but it's
All right.
only a little stream. Jeez, woman.
Yeah, yeah. I thought that was a fair
All of a
amount
sudden,
from him.
you're just going to tell me what to do with everything, aren't you?
Give me the keys. I'm going shopping.
There we go. Yeah, I think the smoke makes a difference. We don't have this on camera. Let's get it on camera real quick.
They haven't put ticket prices out yet. Okay.
Not that one, although that one, where's the workstation cam? There you go. Look at that go. Chug, 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 chug. All right. Off you go, young man. Although, wait, Ifo was the one who wanted the steam and he just left. That's my timing for you, I tell
Yeah,
you.
well, you tried.
I tried.
He said, screw it. It's time for bed. He's tired. So where are we going next summer after Australia? The German one again?
We're going to do the Germany trip.
Ah, we're going to do the northern German trip? I thought.
Yeah, pitch view rooms would be fine. That's a great shot, other than this guy can't handle it.
Thomas Moore's trains. And he's great.
Well, hello, Thomas Moore's
Hi,
train.
Thomas Moore. Thomas Moore.
No, that's Dennis Moore.
How are you,
Dennis
old buddy?
Moore, Dennis Moore. Hey, Thomas, welcome in. I now declare you a knight of the rhomboid table. You are now a knight of the rhomboid table, and you may now post links to your channel if you got a channel. Advertise it. But I am good. I am good.
Yeah, we're admiring the train steam.
Trying to get the steamer going. There it is. Chug, 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 chug. I want to do a live stream where I want to do another steamer palooza and just get all my steaming
Okay.
trains up at the same
Why
time.
not? Try to get them all steamy.
You'd have to wear a gas mask.
Quite possibly.
You collect Jatatoy models. I went through phases, you know, I collected cars, but then when I was a kid, but then I stopped collecting anything except Dodge and Dodge Chargers.
Okay, put that sort of.
From 1940, that was probably the age of my dad's, but
Should be some
I was
conflicts
never
in
allowed to well, there's another needle in there.
there. Yeah.
That's
well,
in case I want to shoot heroin with a friend.
it stopped the jug from going in.
Oh, just got 21 pounds back. That's cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
A 773 Hudson. That's cool. Andy
Yeah.
Dobson says, hello, Joyce.
Hi, Andy.
You say hi, Andy, and that covers a third of our chat.
Yes, it does. But it's okay.
Although a lot of Anthony's and Tony's, because there's Chilverton Junction,
Yeah,
which is
you're
Tony,
definitely
Anthony in
getting
Middleport
more.
Junction, me,
Yeah.
Anthony. There's Anthony, Georgia Belt Southern, but he doesn't come to my live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Probably working or something, or, you know, some people just, they're not into my trains, they're not into me, so, you know.
Yeah,
But we do have a lot of Andys.
we do. I work with an Andy. He's a hoot.
I work with an Andy. Some of my best friends are Andys. Oh, that's the Joyce view. It's not looking the other way. Sorry about that. You were just on TV again, dear.
Oh, no.
Get me off TV, damn you!
So, the only Dodge Charger missing in collection is the Jada Toys 124
Well,
scale.
there's a problem with that. 124 scales are bigger and they take up more space.
Yeah. Okay, good.
There's a lot of cars missing from my collection. I just happily, I got every variation of. See, my favorite Dodge Charger is the 73 Charger. The Charger SE. With the vinyl roof and the opera window. Couple of Scottish Andys. Oh, there you go. A couple of Scottish Andys, and you've got Scottish blood in you. So if you, I, and a couple of those Scottish Andys went out to drink, I take it I'd be paying.
Is that how that works?
I'm making an inappropriate joke about how how frugal the Scotsmen are.
Well, you got my reaction.
Yeah, double the gauge train set is about $4,500. Yeah, that's a little out of my price range. Then again, I could buy the new Märklin one scale big boy, which is only $6,700 just for the locomotive. That's right, Hemi. I currently have a Hemi. Let's see, I've shown this many times, but I'll show it again. See, Dominic, I showed this to you before, but I'll show it again. And everybody's probably sick of hearing this. Oops, one more. This is the only model of a Charger I need. This is the only toy version of a Charger I need. Because you see that car in that picture? That's mine. Well, was mine. That was my actual Charger in that picture. I didn't own it at the time that picture was taken, but 1999 Chicago Mopar Rally Best in Show. But they made it. They made a model of it. But that was my actual Charger. The real car, not a toy. The car that's in that picture, I own. This BR50 runs beautifully. I would have to go on the box. Was it 37193? That's probably the wrong number. I'd have to go look at the box real quick, but it runs like a dream. And it's an old model. It's, you know, old is relative. About 30 years old. And it runs very, very nice. 30? Yeah. Early 90s, I think it was. But it runs, it's an early version decoder. I have not switched the decoder out. It works well enough as is. Tell you what, I can look that up much faster here. I don't know why I don't think of that. Like, oh, I gotta go over there and look at the box. I've got a chart here.
You got a chart.
I got a chart, man.
Yeah. That's Jean
Märklin,
wanted you to
it was
make another
Märklin
chart.
number 37844.
Okay. We'll be
But
right,
this BR50
we'll be right back.
is definitely a favorite of mine. I've got a couple of are they 124? No, I think they're 132nd or maybe they're 124 models of the Viper and the Dodge Stealth. When I was younger, I always thought my middle-age crisis car, I'd get a Dodge Viper, but I really just want to get another classic 73 Charger. I would like to get my old Charger back, but even though I sold it for a profit when I had to sell it, I could not buy it for close to what I sold it for now. I'd probably have to tack on $4,000 to $10,000 on it, depending on what shape it's in. I will try to watch the Liverpool game on Sunday. I did not get to watch their game yesterday, or Wednesday, I mean. Their Caribou Cup game. Just depends on what time it's on, because some of their games are on 7 a.m. my time, and I don't get up for that. Sunday is kind of my sleep-in day. I sleep in till 8, 9 o'clock. I try to get up so I can catch Hot Dog Pilot Andy's stream, because A, he's got a cool layout, B, he's a cool guy, C, I consider him a good friend, and since he's always shown up in my stream, I want to show up at his, but it's Sunday morning, my time. Oh, standing next to a 69 Charger. There you go. And he's an Andy, right. I've never met an Andy I didn't like. Wait, that's not true. Bringing up not comfortable past. My mother's father, my grandfather, was Andrew Rietz from Germany. And he wasn't a nice guy. It wasn't even that he was a bad guy. He just did not like kids. When we would go over for holidays to my Grandpa Reed's, kids had to be in another room. And when I would be over there on my own, like every now and then, your grandpa needs help, he's painting the fences on his property or whatever, and I'd go spend the day. I'd paint, but he really wanted to talk, and he didn't want me talking to him. Just wasn't a friendly guy. Do I get called Tony? Not by anybody who wants to live. No, I am Tony to my parents and my siblings. Well, since none of them, well, my dad's dead, I haven't talked to my mom in 20 years, and I haven't talked to my siblings in 20 years. But I was Tony to them, and when Joyce met me, most people called me Tony. I wanted to be called Anthony, but nobody was listening to me. So when Joyce met me, I was Tony. Andy Gray, because he played for Everton. I don't worry about that. I even forgave Michael Owen for going to Man United. I was mad at Liverpool because they didn't pay him. Everybody got mad at him, but it's like, Liverpool, you have to pay your best players. I love Michael Owen. He's still he and Mo Salah are my two favorite Liverpool players. And then Ian Rush and Steven Gerrard, if those guys come in. But Mo Salah and Michael Owen are my two favorites. I don't know. I mean, I think 00 trains are, I mean, in the United States, obviously 00 are kind of hard to find. Now maybe 00 Lionel are hard to find. Because I wouldn't have known that Lionel made 00. But I prefer Anthony. I've preferred Anthony for the last 40 years. Joyce doesn't tend to call me by any name. I mean, it's either darling or shithead, just depending on what mood she's in. But as anybody on here who's followed this channel long enough knows, I was named after a mafia hitman. Not that my dad knew he was a mafia hitman when he decided to name me after his friend. When somebody says Charger, you think of the Siemens SC44. That's fine, but the only real Charger has to have the word Dodge in front of it. Not even those Australian rip-offs, the Chrysler Charger, which was actually a Dodge Dart, Dodge Aspen that Chrysler shipped over to Australia, and they threw the name Charger on it, and of course the name Chrysler, but it wasn't made by Chrysler, and it wasn't a Charger. But Lionel 00, I know Lionel O gauge. Anthony LaPaglia. Or LaPaglia. My dad went to school with the guy, played football with the guy. Didn't know that his father was a made man in the mafia. Said, I love that name Anthony. When I have a son, I'm going to name him Anthony. And then fast forward a few years, I'm like 5, 6 years old and on the local news, Anthony LaPaglia, local racketeer, arrested for multiple murders, blah, blah, blah. My dad goes, yeah, that's the guy you're named after. Anthony Dodge Charger. I like it. Anthony Dodge drives a Charger, and he had a Charger. I miss that Charger. I miss that Charger a lot. See if I can find it. But there it is. That was my baby. You were being sarcastic. Well, you didn't put the sarcastic notation on there. But that was my baby right there. That was my Dodge Charger. Well, welcome, Trainmaster 900. How are you? Let's get you in here. I'm not agree with that to the Rock Boy table. Trainmaster, you can post a link to your channel. Yeah, I think a lot of guys would like it. It's one of those UK train colors. But I had that Charger for many years, and then I had to sell it in 2011. I had to sell it in 2011. That was 13 years ago, and I still miss it. But you are now a knighted knight of the Rhomboid table, Trainmaster 9000, and feel free to advertise your channel. Or somebody else might advertise it first. All right, Dino, what are you posting a link to here? All right, Dino. No. No, no, no. Not that that's a violation of my terms, but no. No, the Dodge Charger, the original iteration of the Dodge Charger was 1966. And it ran in one of its three primary forms, the A-frame, the E-frame, and the F-frame, until 1974. Then in 1975, Dodge canceled the original muscle car version of the Charger and went with a sedan version that was the same thing as the Chrysler Cordoba, and they called it the Dodge Charger Daytona. And that ran in 75, 76, and into 77. Then it became the Dodge Monaco. Then it became the Dodge Murata, which was canceled in 80, 79 or 80. I think 79 was the last production year, and it carried into 80. But it wasn't truly the Charger anymore. It was just a car. They stuck the Charger name on it. Then in 1982, 83, they brought the Charger name back on a little economy class car called the Omni Charger, and I actually owned one of those. And then those died out in 88, 89, and then the name died until 2006 when they brought it back for NASCAR. And they ran them in NASCAR. And the Dodge Charger won the 2008, 2009 NASCAR Championship, Winston Cup back then. And then Dodge left NASCAR because Chrysler was having financial troubles. And then they remolded the body in 2011, and then did another redesign in 2014, and then another design in 2018, and now you have the Dodge Charger SRT, which is a 2022 remodel. They still basically look the same with subtle differences, but well, yeah, it was the Intrepid. The first couple of years they were back, it was the Dodge Intrepid, Randall, and then they switched to the Charger in 2006 when they released the Charger, because the Charger replaced the Intrepid. But yeah, Dodge came back into NASCAR with the Intrepid. And then yeah, because Sterling Martin in the Charger 40, he had the championship wrapped up, and then he got in a car accident, like with 3 races to go, and somebody came and beat him. But Sterling Martin, the number 40, should have won the championship, and then Brad Keselowski won the last one in 2012, but Dodge won 2 Winston Cups, and then they left NASCAR at that time. But the Charger as a model year didn't start until 2006. 2006 was the first year of a Charger.
Back.
You're back!
I'm
We
back.
missed you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to get there. Ooh.
But, yeah, it's... so Dodge left and they let Toyota in, and I haven't watched NASCAR since.
Yeah.
I only watched NASCAR when Dodge was in it, but it was a double whammy when they let Toyota in. But be that as it may.
In a brief foray No. Right on the track.
What are you doing?
Throwing my cap onto the track. So
Wow,
we
you're
move
trying to
quickly.
cause a train accident?
Yeah, it could be a terrible thing. So yeah, we had a brief foray in NASCAR and it didn't stick, and we're okay with that.
Yeah, but we won it twice.
Yeah, well, I'm saying with us, it didn't stick.
Yeah.
It's not a lifestyle we're into. No offense
Well,
to
the thing
anybody
is, we
who
watched, when I was a kid, we watched the old NASCAR races
Actually, my family
with,
did too.
because Mopar dominated in the 60s and 70s. Mopar dominated NASCAR. Even some of the great guys later,
Yeah, I know. Go figure, Raymond.
like Dale Earnhardt. Most people don't realize because they associate Dale Earnhardt with Chevy, but Dale Earnhardt drove Dodge Chargers until Dodge pulled out of NASCAR in the mid-70s, and then Earnhardt went to Chevy. But Earnhardt started in a Dodge Charger. Well, they left on top. They should have stayed in. I don't know why they left, but they should have stayed in. But, well, I know why they left. But that's because Chrysler was making no money and and they were cutting corners anywhere, and they ordered Dodge to stop wasting the money
Yeah,
on.
they left on top. Yeah, it was a financial decision.
Bottle-induced Zugunfall. There you go. My Flaschentopf Zugunfall. Yeah, they're British trains. They don't need much. I did not say that. I would like to apologize to all my friends from the UK right now.
Well, I saved it. I moved fast,
Say what?
so I moved fast. I got it out of the way. Danger, danger, you know, that type of thing.
Danger, Will Robinson. Bottle cap on the track.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Cool blimey, what's that on the track up ahead? It looks like a giant bottle cap. Which track? Was it going to be the Mallard or the Azuma?
The Mallard.
Oh, it was on the inside track?
No, the Azuma.
The Azuma. Oh, you're
Yeah,
going to take out my
sorry.
Azuma.
I recognize
Woman, my
Did I-
Azuma? You were going to take out my Azuma?
Didn't I buy that for you?
No, Trainmaster, I had to sell it. It was either
Yeah.
lose the car or lose the house.
Well, I didn't think it was that dramatic. It was just kids were hitting driving age and
We
his
had-
school moved.
I had 3 kids that wanted licenses and insurance, and we had just taken huge pay cuts at our job, and we were hurting for cash.
It was a luxury.
The Charger was a luxury, and it was.
Yeah, all right, Randy.
Yeah, but you got to remember, Randall, I don't like Chevy or Ford either. My car tastes real simple. If it's not Dodge, I don't give a The only car I care about has my name on it. All other cars can go. Pfft. If I want a fancy sports car, I'll get a Dodge Viper, which we should do. We give the Journey.
Ignore that.
We give the Journey to Lynn, and we go get a Viper.
You want to talk about a useless car?
It wouldn't be useless.
Well, you wouldn't get any storage in it, and I think it's a 2-seater, and where would you drive it that fast?
It'd be a lot more fun going to AJ's.
Yeah, indeed. We get
How many
picked up a
tickets
lot,
I'd get,
too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Life's laundry.
Indeed. Stuff happens.
That's it. I'm currently looking at getting the Trick C-Track. Oh, right. Yeah, you're talking about it. For your 2-rail 00 gauge. I don't see why not. Christopher from Christopher's Hobby Blog went Tricks, and he loves it with his 00 gauge stuff. He doesn't run his 00 gauge stuff that often.
What's the difference between Märklin and Tricks?
Märklin is 3-rail. Tricks is 2-rail.
Tricks is 2-rail, yep. Fire
You knew that.
I did know. I just was reading it out loud, and
Oh.
it's your show. Figured you should answer. Fiery red.
What are the other differences? Raymond, the biggest difference is because of my Märklin 3-rail, I can build a reverse loop and not have to do anything special. With Trick C-Track, if you're going to build a reverse loop, you have to insulate it. You have to insulate the turnout when it comes back into it.
How many trains do you have?
How many trains do I have?
I am sure I don't even want to hear la 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 la. Oh, Lord.
Crap.
It's a lot. He has a lot. He has a lot of trains. And he keeps buying more.
All right, let's see. How many steam locomotives do I have, not counting Emma?
6.
I have the Flying Scotsman, the 2 Rheingolds, the Class 50.
What the dude you have on now? It's just he stopped smoking.
Flying Scotsman, Class 50, the 2 Rheingolds. Oh, the Prussian P8. Am I skipping one? So I think I've got 5. Oh, no, and the Class 01, the Christmas
nice,
train.
Matt.
That's what I'm forgetting. The Christmas train,
Right,
the
I was
Class
gonna
01
suggest
Christmas
that.
train. That's 6.
Joseph, not enough.
That's it. So that's 6 steam locomotives.
That's cool, Matt.
All right, now let me count my other locomotives. Let's see, Railjet,
Oh,
Taurus.
This
1,
is going to take the rest of the time.
2, 3, 4. I'm just counting locos now. 4. La 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 la. 4. The 2 Class 11s. 5, 6. I just stopped the BR50. I have 6. I lost track already. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
He can't count them.
5, 6, 7,
He doesn't have 500.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. I have 34 diesel and electric locomotives. Really, it's only 20, dear. It's just 20. I have 34 diesel and electric locomotives. And then I have ICE 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 steamers, 34 locomotives. So that's 40. 4 ICEs, 44.
So about 50. Give or take.
And then, what else? Oh, the BR50, the BR6, I'm sorry, the 650, 2 648s, that's 3 more, the 440 and the 442. So yeah, about 50 locomotives or multiple units. And then all kinds of cars.
Hi, Zetterfucks. Okay, he asked what he meant. This is Raymond.
Oh.
What I meant are the rails the same size? Is the road bed the same color? Is it a different
It's all the
shade?
same. It's all the same. Some people say that Trix is a slightly
That's cool, Matt.
lighter shade, that Trix is a slightly lighter shade, but otherwise they're identical. It's, again,
Yeah, because you have tricks on the floor,
yeah, I have Trix on the floor.
which you could
So
highlight.
here, let's go to the floor cam real quick. Because I didn't count my UK trains, by the way. That was just my German, Austrian, and Czech trains. So yeah, that's Trix right there, C-Track.
So yeah, it looks like a lot. Although I would say it's probably lighter brown. I mean, that's gray and that's brown.
No, they're all lighter gray. Well, hello, Matt Slade. Yeah, that was a good video you put up. And now you just got the MTH big boy.
Ooh. Blinding.
So my apologies that I misunderstood you, Raymond.
Ah,
Oh, I don't want to burn that out, darn it.
don't want to burn what up.
Oh, he stopped smoking and he's been running for a while. You can burn out the...
So do you
So,
need to
hello,
fill
Sir
him with-
Matt. Welcome
Do you
in.
need to give him more smoke, or is he all right?
Well, I just turned it off. I just turned the smoker off.
Ah, you
But
can
he'd
do
been
that.
running for a little bit. And hello, Sir Zader. How are you,
Okay.
sir? Although we are getting close to closing time.
Yes, we are.
Closing time. Glitter Fox Paradox. I like how that rolls.
That is good.
No, I like the latest train you just did a video of, Matt. That was a beauty. That was a real beauty. What's for dinner, Joyce?
We're going to Steak and Shake.
We're going to steak and shake. I couldn't tell if you said escape.
They're
that
making
thing.
Anthony drive us over there because it's twice the cost to get it by DoorDash or whatever. And I'm tired of it.
Grubhub.
Okay.
We do Grubhub. Yeah, I love that. It was British Rail Blue, right? Oh, it's a small collection compared to what a lot of guys have, but it's a
Yeah.
big collection compared to what a lot of guys have too.
Right, and like I say, he's not stopping.
You say that. You
Hi,
say that.
Chilberton.
You say that.
Take
All right.
that
Good night,
straight.
Tony.
Yeah, we will.
Good night, Sir Tony. We'll see you at one of the streams somewhere.
Yeah.
Why do you keep saying it that way? And he's not stopping.
Yep. I plead the fifth.
It beats a cocaine habit.
Yes, it does.
It beats a car collection.
However, I didn't know that was the option. Trains are cocaine.
Oh, I told you that at the time.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I said it was either I get into trains or I do cocaine. You pick.
Dang.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm terribly supportive of you, you know.
You've been very supportive of the hobby. You've even delved into the hobby yourself.
Have I?
You haven't?
I don't know. I suppose I have.
You've actually helped me build things. You have shown interest and you even know about the trains.
Some of them.
You're even good at coming down and spotting the themes. When there is one.
When there is one, yeah. Yeah, you didn't have Kyan to help you today.
No, I didn't. No, I had to have Jean Ricard help me pick trains
You
today.
have 30 people in here.
Still 30?
Yeah.
Well, we got up to...
The Daisy, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Get Anthony up to 50.
Ah, Daisy.
Hi, Ohio Steam Steel.
Daisy. Oh, Daisy. You want to shut off the UK
Oh,
train?
sure. Yep, since I saved it.
Saved it.
Sure, it appreciates you.
Joyce, Andy Dobson wants to know, what are your interests?
Well,
That's it, Stacy. No, I've got one on pre-order. Actually, it's not. Well, I do have a train on pre-order. It's an electrical. It's an EMU.
Be
It's an
careful.
electrical multiple
what
unit.
are my interests?
What are your interests?
I love traveling. I love kayaking.
Yeah, kayaking, traveling,
I actually like walking, hiking,
Walking
being
and hiking.
outside, you know, that kind of stuff. And,
outdoorsy type girl.
Yep. And we play tennis, and I love that. So lots of
And then you
sports.
knit, although you don't knit as much as you used to. You get started and then you get tired of,
Well, I got stuck.
you get
That's my
stuck,
biggest problem.
and then
here.
you can't drag it back.
Yep. So I don't read a lot. So, and I do school. Which I hate to say is a hobby, but
It's work, dear. It's work.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting all sorts of little furry things all over me, and it's not me. I don't have that hair.
That was yours.
That one was not mine.
It absolutely was yours.
I don't have hair that long.
It was short and it was white. Weren't mine.
Short and white. Nope.
Yeah, I read all the time, Andy. Love.
She's an avid reader.
Yep.
Avid reader.
Randall, you've only got 3 on pre-order. Okay.
So anyhow, it is 6 o'clock, which means it has come once again.
Mm-hmm.
Joyce is rocking even more now.
Joyce is tired, trying to stay awake.
Keep on rocking in America. You know. But anyhow, we want to thank all of you awesome people for spending another Friday with us. Those who came and had to go. Those in the background who don't come and chat. So thanks to all of you. We will see you somewhere sometime.
Yeah,
but until next time,
right.
we will say Auf Wiedersehen
Choose.
and happy trains. Take care, everybody.
Bye.